So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but all the years you're all that I got. I can't so wait anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I won't change this village anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I'm a little bit insecure.
Hi, my voice is a little off. Got a cold, so sorry about that. I'm not even sure if Kaigen's going to be able to talk today because apparently the lower voice works better for my owner master, and of course my voice does sound a lot lower. So I apologize for the squeaking. I had an announcement. First of all, welcome to Puppetry for Truth, episode number 21. I had an announcement. We just got a new printer, and unplugged the old one, and we have to update the computer because the new printer will run without the updated system. So, unfortunately, it'll be about like a week until Art for Truth can be posted again because we need to get the scanner working and we can't use that printer until we have the updated software. So, apologize for that, but don't worry, we will catch up with it, and whatever is done will be posted as soon as we get that update. Okay, I'm going to start with a poem, and then I will talk about my topic. It's called Release Yourself. Tied back by false religion, held captive by their fears. If you open your eye, you will realize what they've been doing for thousands of years. The truth can only set you free if you rise above the lie. Let's make truth the earth's religion and dry all tearful eyes. Okay, now, I have a topic. We just recently got a new notebook, so we each have our topics to talk about. And this is my little segment. I call it Solving the Mystery with Matthaeus. So this is going to be my segment now. We are, as light bringers, fighting with light and defending truth and bringing truth to light, speaking truth. And right here we have a war going on there's the Amerikons and the IsraeLITES versus the Amerikons and the IsraELITES. They are the adversary, the Amerikons and the IsraELITES. They're very wicked, and they have deception, continuous deception to keep war going, to keep misleading the innocent citizens, and it needs to stop. These people need to stop listening to the mainstream media because it is just lie after lie. All these plane crashes to distract people from what's really going on. Whatever the case may be, it's a distraction. They don't want you to pay attention to from the IsraeLITES attacking on the Palestinians and trying to distract us also from the border crisis, where there are dangerous gang members crossing the border, causing people harm, and the Border Patrol is not armed. They've been shot at. There's nothing they can do. These people, and they won't call out the National Guard. They say that costs money, but there are militia people who want to volunteer for free to help secure the border, but nope, they won't have that. So, obviously, Rick Perry is using this as a ploy to get votes, saying that he wants to send the National Guard there, but he can't because of the money, and it will cost Texas money. But Texas has a well-regulated militia that can do that. I think people need to just stand up and say, I'm going to take care of this because the government's not taking care of it. There are people coming over the border with all sorts of diseases, and children should be very, very careful, because I'm worried about those children crossing the border, because I know there's a lot of people way up there who are very interested in taking children that don't have an identity or the parents aren't there. They just want to get their hands on those unaccompanied minors, which is really scary. But they're allowing this drug cartel gang people to come over the border. And yes, they support the drug cartel. They do. They're part of it. And they don't give a damn. And as TSA prices rise on the planes, the airplane travel, the TSA price goes up for things that people don't even want anyway. And more times, American citizens are being treated like criminals. But meanwhile, they're letting criminals come over the border, which makes no sense. Sorry about this. My voice is quite terrible. Sorry, we really want to do our show today. And we'll just have to work through it. The citizens of the world need to stand up, and when they see something is wrong, help fix it. People need to stop falling for the Christians United for Israel scam to give money for more war, so Israelites can profit and murder Palestinian children and citizens, steal their land, just like the Amerikons are trying to do to the American citizens, like the Bundy Ranch incident, which was wonderful because that showed people stood up and said, we're not going to take this and we're not going to allow evil to prevail, which was really great. And my heart goes out to those people. I want to thank them for that, to showing that people that we are not going to stand for this crap anymore. Great work to the Americans who participated in the Bundy Ranch incident and proved to the bullies that they don't have the power that they thought they had over the people. They used the right to self-defense, prove that they do not want to cause harm, but if they must defend what is theirs, they will, because that is granted by the Most High's natural law. And they didn't fire a single shot. They only held their weapons to defend their land and friends if necessary. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. That is what this country is supposed to be about. And it's turning into fascism when you see that people aren't allowed to do that. Because the government cannot have all the power and cannot just go around taking people's land that doesn't belong to them. As citizens with God-given rights, we need to take down the enemies of the world, the Amerikons and the IsraELITES. Take them down by the spoken words of free speech. Expose the truth whenever we can. Now they love to use this, name-calling and manipulation and control of mainstream media. The adversary likes to use word magic, calling anyone who disagrees with them terrorists, Hamas, right-wing extremists, sovereign citizens, suspicious persons, etc. This triggers the mind-controlled sheep masses that listen to the mainstream media to automatically believe that person is an enemy who intends to cause harm. They demonize those who are trying to do good. It's ridiculous. Somebody was talking about how on Facebook they were trying to show pictures of what's going on at the border, and they were kicked out of their account, which is absolutely ridiculous. And we're just trying to do the right thing and be good citizens, and that's really unfortunate that Facebook would do such a thing. Because obviously when the organizations and communication outlets do things like that, you know who's really running the show. And it's sick. Trying to thwart free speech whenever they possibly can. It's really disgusting. Then the adversary continues to propagate the rights of the country who deliberately pulled a false flag to defend itself, such as 9/11 and recent Israel bombing. False flags deliberately done to fool citizens into supporting war agendas and trick order followers into following their orders. and water followers are responsible for that. They don't want to think they are. They want to thwart their responsibilities, but they are responsible. Now, since we wrote this, I believe that there are more people that have been killed. Apologize. 13 Israeli soldiers killed in the Gaza attack, which, as soldiers, they were called in to attack people, and, well, what about their God-given right to self-defense? So, I'm just saying, were Israeli citizens killed? I don't know. But I don't understand why, for some reason, the whole world thinks that Palestine doesn't have the right to defend itself and its land. Now, 16 Israeli soldiers were killed in total, 13 in the Gaza attack, which was kind of weird. 13. You know, that's a big number for the occultists. So, for all we know, they did that to their own soldiers. The IsraELITES murdered order followers. The Palestinian right to self-defense is ignored by media. Anyone who stands up for them is demonized in some way. Politicians keep saying Israel has the right to defend itself, as Israel continues to murder innocent Palestinian civilians and children. This all began as a result of a supposed group of 4 Israeli teenagers who were kidnapped. Claims that there are claims we've heard that IsraELITES kidnapped and held the teens, and claimed Hamas/AKA Palestinians did it. So we don't know. I mean, all the war crimes that IsraELITES have done, who the hell? How can you trust them? How can you trust the government? It's ridiculous. The belief in government is fear. The people can take care of themselves. We don't need these people causing havoc and crap that doesn't need to be caused. Sorry. So apparently 469 Palestinians have been killed, and I think there have been more since I wrote this. And 31,000 have been wounded since the strikes began on July 8th. And that was justified, apparently, because of the supposed kidnapping, which is kidnapping of 4 teenagers and then you murder 469 innocent people. I think that's very sad. I saw some footage of it. A lot of crying children, lost family, a lot of hurt children unnecessarily. It's absolutely appalling. Apparently, these Israelites think these people, they can do whatever the hell they want to these people and harm them and children. It's absolutely ridiculous. Israelites stand up and tell the Israelites to cut the crap. Israelite soldiers, Israelite following soldiers, stop following orders when you know they're wrong. Just like here, what the National Guard needs to do is just go down to the border. Screw the people who are going to give you the order because they're not on your side. You need to know what's right in your heart. Put it into your heart and into your mind. Remember, there's a Revelation. It says He put His will into their hearts to carry out His will. We need your help. You need to help these people stop innocent bloodshed of God's children from these monsters. And like Yeshua says, they'll be recognized by their fruits. You know in your heart when you're giving an order and it's not right. You have a God-given right. Know this. You have a God-given right to say no. You always have that right. I don't care what contract you sign, because most of the time people sign up for this crap, they do not expect to be in this crap. That's not what they expect. I know people who have told me about people who have signed up to be like a citizen soldier, and then they're shipped out. Not what they signed up for. So why should they keep your contract? It's appalling, seriously. Palestinian neighborhoods and ambulances were targeted by Israel. That's nice. Deliberately. Israel claims that it is... I'm talking about the IsraeLITES now. I'm not talking about everybody in Israel. Remember that. Because we don't, like here as Americans, we don't want to be associated with the Pentagon and all that crap. Because that's not us. Neighborhoods and ambulances were targeted by IsraeLITES. Israel claims that it is... They claim that it is the Palestinians' own fault and they were warned to leave. Why should they have to leave their home where the hell are they supposed to go? The excuse that Hamas has underground caves so this justifies killing innocent civilians and children? What does that say? Do these caves they claim that Hamas has even exist? Or is this another fable like the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? And if these tunnels did exist, how do we know that they weren't put there by IsraeLITES to trick the Israelites and the rest of the world into blaming the Hamas boogeyman in Palestine? Yeah. So that's what I got to say about that. Israel. Oh, this about the soldiers having this is on you if you decide to just keep continuously murder people and just turn the other cheek and not care about it. Israeli order follower soldiers say, we don't want to have to harm anyone, but if the order is given, we will. That's bull. It's not your order giver's issue when you got the blood on your hands. You tell the order giver, no, I'm not going to have that on me, because I am not one of you. Please stop following your order givers. Please, look at your own heart and soul. You know when something's wrong. You know. Don't fall for it. Please. I mean, when people keep going and doing this and fighting and doing things that they know that they didn't want to do, but because they were given an order, that this is how the entire planet's going to get destroyed. I'm speaking from the heart. So please, stop following orders. It's on you if you follow an order knowingly. You know it's wrong. Stop killing children. Israelites, you are not God. And, yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you for listening. Sorry about my voice. Hopefully next week it'll be cleared up.
You don't understand me, do what I can, but sometimes it don't make sense. I'm what you never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So I go watching you, turn your back like you always do, face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. I can't, so when I give me more, so turn your back on me.